As it was the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as we get this up to the 29. The first carry now. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Looking at Freddie like this, Kevin, what a bloody night. What I mean? Can't get up, maybe I'm slick. Can't get up, maybe I'm slick. Can't get up, maybe I'm slick. Got to get up. That's what I'll keep some out of here. You know I'm slick. Can't get up, maybe I'm slick. Can't get up, maybe I'm slick. Got to get up. Back up, keep some out of here. What's enough? Well, I hit five ball. I can't, because I didn't got open the window, my window. I got a video tape to myself that the window. So the TV, believe me, you'll be jealous. So you got the hair, change the
They'll take that 15 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all folks. Good work by this defense to put things in check and force a punting situation.
Prescott to throw on 4. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is gone. The RPO will keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinn Williams there to bring him down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun. Gone. I had a man open, missed him, and it's incomplete.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. Now allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameer Gibbs, 29 yards. And the Lions take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now Goff. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Here's 2nd and 3. First run of the game for Jameer Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he stopped immediately there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Goal. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First down, Detroit.
Now Goff. Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The drive starts with a run by Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Now Prescott. Now tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting the fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
We're good, we're good.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He gets this out of the Gibbs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. From the same run, completely on the other side. They go ahead and snap it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ma.
Jim, where you at?
It's Craig. You got, oh,
Oh, that's right. I was trying to get things straight for you.
Goff throwing again. There's a diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's Goff. And this will be incomplete.
I know where you live at. You didn't move, though.
Ball there, and it's 2nd down.
I ain't moving nothing. I'm still thinking. But I was trying to see what said,
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Oh yeah, you on
This will be play number 8.
you on 20th Street. You on 20th Street.
A great job to hold him to just a yard.
Okay, where you at?
Now it's 4th and goal.
I came over here.
There's Goff.
Some of them's already.
A great open field tackle.
I got it all.
Completion, but cannot push
We
through
usually
into the end
do
zone.
it next
Now
time.
this Cowboy defense comes
I have
up
no
with the goal
problem.
line.
Everybody in out here got name that stuff together. Oh, going to one like I think it's like oh, more stuff like that way.
On 20th Street. On 20th Street.
And it'll be second down.
No, but I'm going to everybody getting up now or whatever.
Oh, okay.
They ain't gonna be
Passes completed because you had a guy
I'll be left over by myself and stuff.
Right.
For second down, staying ahead of schedule.
That's what I gotta get together. So far ain't something. But I gotta make the range up to
Prescott now.
all that stuff that
They swing this out to Blue. They find some open field.
Okay.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there. First
in this house. I'm
orchestrated play right there. Big yardage.
But you already know where I live.
Here's another first and 10.
Right.
I ain't need to get. Yeah.
As he throws there, incomplete.
All right, let me know. All right.
I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Very nice job there, first and completion.
Second and 10. Prescott to throw. Open man right side is Lamb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Great effort there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys has cut it back on the score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
We go to the PAT, and it's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, all we now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's Goff. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play. He could not put it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't poke it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
To throw is Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. And how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
They run. It's Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down in this deep charge, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned it. They took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL. So they rarely gamble with a running play. And boy, did it pay off. Hey, Dirk.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Phil's going to get this one out. He'll go down to the knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And search of redemption from the pick 6. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this has not been good. And this is now a 1-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. At the 46-yard line. Throwing Prescott. It's caught by Lamb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
It's now second and 19 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for
Ready for dinner?
Yeah, what you got?
Fried potatoes, garlic shrimp, and spinach.
So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on.
How long?
Reach halftime, yet that is already
About
now
5
4
minutes.
touchdowns.
No, that's just from about 20 minutes.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead in the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. The final shot before breaking. It's caught at the 1. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air, really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. And our coaches, we know what perfect.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs. They were someone was down to bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are in full play of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Well, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Ferguson. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
16 brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 64 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to where they scored. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So after the touchdown, all right now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they would end every series with a kick, a punt, a PAT, in the case of a defense, they wanted either a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
What is that? Oh my God.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover. The last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
It feels like the team's infected right now. It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call. And it's quickly second and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. That'll be caught by St. Brown. They need 18 yards here on third down. Now Goff. That is Corey LaPorte. That one was 17.
I see if you got a guess, and that's an answer. Some cat, that dog. Somebody has something different. But she ain't going on. If you around, if you can't go, the door, no shut. I'm sleep, fine, free. Put your bad hand and talk to them for a minute. No, so.
But they're still a bit short here for fourth.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give him a few more yards than they wanted to, and then were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To the air again. Goff. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Hey, what's up?
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On first down, it's Blue. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's free in the middle of the field. And so touchdown. CD Lamb, 54 yards. And the Cowboys are extra point away from evening this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Listen.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feel like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
So after the touchdown, offering now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. It's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, 79 yards. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equal here in this one. And it's going for the 2 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove, right?
That he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jay Blue with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught at the run. But he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there on fourth down.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure unbridled joy after that.
Second and a couple. Out of the gun. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards to pick up, first down. Gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's third down.
This is certainly a team that's proven ways to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is gone. Got a man as he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Again, gone. Now one here off the RPO to keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep yards, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that ability to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for goal on forward. He's got a man. That's Gibbs. So give him a first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4. The decision to go for it pays off. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. situations, you want to go allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the ball.
Gibbs. He's going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 40-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Gibbs again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the throw. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brock Wright, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name in the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. They will follow him, crossing the formation for the catch. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put over 100 yards receiving now in the afternoon. Toss play to the right to Blue. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And the last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now a toss left side, it's Blue. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go again with Blow. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not winning for him.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Clay.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. It's taken in.
Yeah, you want to call her?
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down.
I'm down here.
Yeah.
When I explained to me, I'm so close to think he was coming. He ain't got his head up there yet. Somebody must do this.
To throw Prescott. And that's going to be in.
Oh, okay.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst.
You said Kira, right?
The clock. and let your offense catch
Who supposed to be
its
coming
breath,
down here?
and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a row, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
From the right side, complete to Williams. Oh, that's some space to operate.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably ain't coming now to start.
Yeah, I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Well, that's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a fight to catch.
On the goal for the PAT. Somebody picks it forward, and we are tied here in the fourth.
So who you want to come over there?
There's stuff in it. You know, it ain't big. You remember when I saw a kid and I had already picked up and I just sit back up there where I'm at. I'm trying to get yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Side complete. That's Gibbs. He's able to get this one up to his 30.
All right.
Here comes second down. Now let's go. He's got a man. That's Gibbs.
Love the catch for it there on this drive, Fred, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they picked up the first down, so now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's across midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get about under a minute to go now in the football game. And 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. It's complete.
Obviously, another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Get this one down about the 17.
Oh, man, this is now risk-free because on defense, you've got to control the screen. You've got to get it over the gaps, get up tight on everywhere, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, which means they're going to run the screen.
They can take it to the house with the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal. Every yard counts. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Gibbs will try and puts it up. It's not going to get there. That only would be close. He was blown up in the backfield. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now the rest on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights of the chip shot. And the Lions are going to win this game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Man, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because we have that much scoring, and it still comes down to